Most footballers think hard work is enough to go pro, and to be fair, that belief is everywhere. Social media clips show players grinding at 5 a.m, running hill sprints and hitting the gym every day. But here's the truth, almost no one wants to hear. Hard work alone is not enough. You can spend hours training, you can sweat, you can grind, but if you're not training smart with purpose and intention, you're not moving forward, you're just getting tired. This is the harsh reality that separates the top 1% of players from the 99% who stay stuck. If you want to grow pro, you need more than motivation, you need a plan. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to train alone and train smart like a pro. Whether you're a striker, winger, midfielder or defender, this is the blueprint. And let's break it down. Before we even talk about drills or weekly schedules, we need to change the way you're thinking about training. Most players confuse training hard with training effectively. But think about it, you can lift weights for 3 hours a day, but if you're not lifting the right way, with the right form, for the right muscles, you won't get stronger. In fact, you might get injured. Football is the same. Training smart means knowing exactly what to work on, why you're working on it, and how it connects to your game. Pep Guardiola, one of the best managers in the football world, said, "The way you train is the way you play." This quote isn't just motivational, it's literal. If your training doesn't look like how you play on the pitch, fast decisions, quick movement, constant pressure, then it's not preparing you for real matches. That's why every player who wants to go pro needs a training plan. So the next step is to build your personalized training plan. Grab a notebook. Write your main goal at the top of the page. Maybe it's to sign for a professional club or to get scouted this year, or even to just become a dominant midfielder. Now divide the page into 2 parts. Your strengths, what you're good at, such as your pace, dribbling or your long passing, and then divide your weaknesses. What holds you back? Is it your weak foot? Is it your first touch? Or is it your decision making? Be brutally honest. If you're not confident shooting with your weaker foot, write it down. If you panic when you're under pressure, that goes on the list too. Your weaknesses are not just a curse, they're your map. Every weakness is just something you haven't trained enough yet. Once you've got your strengths and weaknesses down, you're ready to build your weekly schedule. So step 3 is smart weekly training routines. Here's a sample structure you can follow no matter your position. Adjust the focus based on your goals and stick to your framework. Monday, you can be working on dribbling and shooting. Start the week sharp. Use cone drills to improve your close control, inside touches, outside touches, quick direction changes, and keep your body low and your head up. Then work on your shooting. Aim for accuracy, not just power. Set up targets in the goal or use cones, and make sure you're using both feet. Imagine real-life situations, finishing off through a through ball or curling one into the far post and even tapping it into the close range. This way, you're going to improve in real games as well. Tuesday, you could look to work on your fitness and conditioning. This is your engine building day. Match fitness isn't just jogging. It's sprinting, recovering, pressing, jogging, and then sprinting again. The best way you can improve your football fitness is by interval sprints. Jog for 30 seconds, and then sprint for 10, and walk for 10, and then repeat. Football fitness is much different than just fitness. So, you really want to build up that football fitness for the game on Saturday or Sunday, whenever it is. Wednesday, you can look at a full rest or active recovery. Recovery is where progress happens. This is a mistake most players make. They overtrain and never give their body a chance to grow. Use this day to stretch, foam roll, and stay flexible. Recovery isn't laziness, it's high performance strategy. On Thursdays, you can look to do tactical drills and passing. Today, think like a coach. Put yourself into real match scenarios. If you're a striker, practice making curve runs and finishing from different angles. If you're a midfielder, focus on receiving the ball under pressure, turning quickly on the half turn, and finding the right pass. You can use a wall to practice quick passes, 100 reps with each foot, and check your shoulder every time and scan before the ball comes to you, and then play the next one and keep on scanning. You're not just training your feet, you're training your brain too. On Friday, this is the day that most players avoid, and it's why they never break into the next level. Dedicate this day to your biggest weaknesses. This could be your weak foot, aerial control, composure, or even decision making under pressure. There's no fitness here on Friday, no heavy shooting. Just focus on improving those weaknesses, because that's how you go from becoming elite. Sad day. It's game day. Play a full match if you can, but if not, small-sided games are golden. 3v3, 5v5, and even 1v1s. These force you to think sharp and stay switched on. If you're alone, simulate pressure situations, run a quick drill, then finish while fatigued. Pass off a wall, control, turn, shoot, all in one motion. You're preparing for moments that decide matches. And then we step into Sunday. This is another recovery day. You can foam roll, stretch, make sure you're hydrating, and prepare your mind for the week ahead. Alright, now we're going into the technical mastery. Let's talk about the skills every footballer must train, especially if you're alone. First of all, dribbling. Use cone drills to develop close control. Switch between inside and outside touches. Keep your head up. Use the sole, the instep, and the outside of your feet. The more surfaces you can control with the ball, the better. Try toe touches, V-drags, and rolling the ball across your body. These are all good ways to improve on your own. Next, if you want to improve your passing, you got to find a wall. A wall is probably the best teammate you can have. Practice passing 100 times with each foot. Focus on the weight of the ball, the speed, and the accuracy you're passing at. Because the best thing about a wall is when you're passing it at it, you get what you receive. So if your passes aren't good enough, that's what you'll be receiving. So you can really find the balance between how good your passes are. The next thing you're going to want to improve is your first touch. Pass the ball to the wall, then control it with your inside, outside, or sole. And check your shoulder as the ball returns and pretend there's a defender behind your back. The next thing is shooting and finishing. The way you want to improve this is to set up targets in the goal. Look to shoot low and hard. Don't just blast the ball, but place it well in the corners. Use rebounders and pass the ball to the wall, take a touch towards goal and finish. You can also add volleys, chips and curling shots once you're confident. Step 5 is to focus on your match fitness. This is literally the most important thing for a footballer. Being skilled isn't enough in the modern game. If you're going to become gassed after 30 minutes, train for the pace of the game. Interval sprints, shuttle runs, and recovery runs are all important. Football is now explosive, reactive, and constant. You might be walking one moment and then sprinting the next for a counter-attack. Your training should reflect this rhythm. Hydrate, warm up properly, and always cool down to avoid injury when you're training your fitness as well. The next thing that is vital for a footballer to improve on that is often overlooked is position-specific focus. If you want to go pro, you got to be watching your game footage back every week and looking at what you can improve, what you've done well, and pretty much your tactical understanding will get much better. If you're a striker, you're probably going to want to focus on finishing, your movement in the box, and the timing of your runs during the game. If you're a winger, you're going to want to look at dribbling at speed, crossing from both sides, and explosive sprints. You can look at moments where you could have maybe taken on the player 1v1, or where you probably shouldn't have, and maybe looked for a better option. Midfielders going to want to look at how they master the ball control in tight areas, the vision on the pitch, how many scans they're doing, and their quick passing under pressure. And defenders, we're going to want to look at their positioning, their defensive line, tackling, intercepting, and their recovery speed, and their speed to track back on defense. These are all things each position should be looking at, and it's vital that you're looking at it too. Now I'm going to leave you with the final message. Showing up to the pitch and training hard, that's the bare minimum. Every player does that. But showing up with a plan, with intention, and with discipline every day, that's what separates the average from the top 1% of players. You don't need a massive training facility. You don't need 10 teammates every time. All you need is a ball, some space, and a relentless commitment to improvement. Make sure you train how you play. Train smart. Your dream deserves more than effort. It deserves a strategy. If you guys did enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you guys do improve.